welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my thoughts on Zoya's Bridal Bliss collection. Now, although they are promoting it like it's filled with new polishes, there really aren't any new polishes in here. The newest one is Brighton, which was included in the mystery box. So if you picked that up during that promo, you already have that one. So I'm going to go ahead and share my thoughts on these anyways. This is a 12-piece collection, and you can find all of these on Zoya's website, and perhaps your Ulta, if your Ulta is good at carrying and keeping Zoya polishes in stock. First up is Brighton, which is the newest scattered hollow to Zoya's collection. This is a really good nude. The formula is right in line with the rest of Zoya's scattered hollows in that it is a 2 to 3 coater. There are a few scattered hollows from Zoya that, although you can get by with 2 coats, that 3rd coat just sets it off. And with this one, I really do believe it's between a 2 and 3 coater, because my swatch photos will show 2 coats, but when I was doing the live swatching, I realized, Jody, you might want to add a 3rd one. So, I mean, honestly, depending on lighting, depending on your application, it will be between a 2 and 3 coater. Now we're going to move on to some of the nudes in this collection. The first one is McKenna. This is a cooler toned nude that has a silver sheen in it. You can see that on the nail, but the problem is that you see your brush strokes. So you do need to be careful in application. Perhaps you want to sponge it on to avoid those. I do find that sponging on different polishes, especially a polish like this, you will probably end up with a lot more silver on top than you would if you just applied it by brush. But the formula is really good. I mean, for it being a nude, being such a light nude, it is really good, and I'm able to get it opaque in just 2 coats. The other nude in the collection is Chantal, which is a much warmer nude. I would definitely categorize this as a warm nude. It doesn't have a silver sheen in it at all. The formula was really good, and it was a 2-coat nude. I mean, what more could you ask for when it comes to these type of colors? Next up is Loretta, which is a very sheer natural polish. This is going to be one of those polishes that you pull out for maybe a French manicure, or maybe you're in a rush, you just want your nails to look a little bit better. Loretta would be good for that. You're not going to get this one opaque on its own, but the end result is so pretty. And for what it's intended for, I would definitely recommend. The same goes for Bela, which is Loretta's pinkier sister. I would say they have the same formula. They're very sheer, but they apply so easy, and you don't have any issues with them leveling out at all, which is a problem when it comes to these type of polishes in my experience. They're not always easy to apply. Because they are so sheer, you can sometimes see where some areas, you have like patchiness, where some areas are more opaque than others. I didn't have that problem with these polishes whatsoever. So for Bela, I did go ahead and just do 2 coats. Next up is Erika, which is another sheer polish in this collection. However, this one does differ because it does have a really strong gold shimmer in it that does translate to the nail. You can see it. It is quite strong. However, it's not easy to apply. Unlike Loretta and Bela, which were easy to apply and would level out on their own, this one did not. You could see patchiness. I tried over and over again to see if maybe it was my technique, maybe I was having a bad day. But the truth is, I just couldn't get this one to level out. And for that, I probably wouldn't wear this one again. If I could go back in time and change what I wore on my wedding day, because I wore those ugly, chunky acrylics, I would wear Avril. This is gorgeous. So gorgeous. And honestly, it's a color that I would look over and over again. It just doesn't pop out. It doesn't jump out to me. But when I put this on my nails, I was like, oh my goodness, why didn't I own this already? This is stunning. The formula was really good, and it's another 2-coater from Zoya. A polish similar to Avril is Rue, which is actually a polish that I've had in my collection for some time now. It has a really good formula. You can get it opaque in 2 coats. If I had to choose between Avril and Rue, I would definitely go with Avril. Rue is just a little bit darker, and I do like the softness that Avril brings. Now we're we're gonna move into some colors. The first one is Abby, which is a lavender pastel. I picked up the spring collection from last year that this one was originally a part of, and I did not like it. It was thick, it was goopy, it was just a mess, and I was a little bit taken aback after hearing so much hype surrounding Zoya. However, I did go in with a clear mind this time. I tried a new bottle, and it is a world of difference. It is so good, and now I understand why people like this so much. If you're looking for a really good pastel lavender, I'm telling you this is the one because you can get it opaque and 2 coats. Another really good pastel from Zoya is blue. This is a very light powdery blue. There's a lot of hype surrounding this. I was hesitant going into it when I picked up mine previously that I picked up a couple months back, but the hype around it is so accurate. It is so good. You can get it opaque in 2 coats, which once again, it's so difficult to come by really good pastel formulas. Being a bridal collection, of course, Zoya had to include a white, and they picked Snow White. This is not my favorite white. The formula is very thin, and so for me, it is a 3-coater. The one thing about Zoya's, though, is that they do thicken over time. I am crossing my fingers that perhaps this will thicken over time, but for the time being, it's just not my favorite. The last polish in this collection is Leia, which is a topper. And this is one of those toppers that really transforms the color that it's over. You really don't need more than one. And it has a really good formula. You don't need more than 1 coat to transform your base color, and it evens out so well. So I would recommend it for what it's intended for, but if you're looking for something that's going to be opaque in 2 or 3 coats, this is probably not the one for you. So those are my thoughts on the Bridal Bliss collection. Like I said, if I could go back in time and change what I wore on my wedding day, I would choose Avril over and over again. It is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Definitely my favorite from this collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!